All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Can diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere on our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTR all number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and that Boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir Pico, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ad, so we leave the original one alone. Treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir Pico treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir Pico at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now, this Boudoir Pico treated ad, is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spend. So massive gains there, and we pocket that 8,400 buck, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, I finally had a patient saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in Trio Boudoir Pico, well, duplicated Trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So I found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only 3,300 bucks a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, 6,700 bucks a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. Now let's come here. So, all right, we got nothing below the creative perfect. Now, yeah, so we're diagnosing here. If we believe this as BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, if the unique CTRL is under 6%. So we got the looks like an ad mistake. The creative here looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe the number one way to bring in buyers and the best way to run ads is to have our ad look like an ad, because that's what we saw. Newspaper ads, magazine ads, TV ads, social media ads, other boudoir ads. But that is in fact 100% incorrect for social media Facebook advertising. Consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, and actually pulling our unique CTR under 6%. Then we're going to go look at the See More headline. That's the first 2 3/4 lines. Facebook newsfeed mobile be about this. The rest on line 3 over on the right will be ... see more. And we won't see the words experience or the, girl dancing emoji. So attention ladies 40 and over. Okay. This month we're giving 100 women an empowering, confidence boosting boudoir portrait. Okay, so we do got a little bit of context here. Not as much as we need, though, to give ourselves the best shot of getting a ton more women to click somewhere on our ad and get our ad into their brain. So we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that caused this mistake is, well, we see other boudoir Facebook ads. This looks like enough context, good enough. But in fact, that good enough is why literally every boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome, and is wasting about approximately 50% of the boudoir photographer's money every single day, every single month. So we want to solve that, put that money back in y'all's pockets. So, all right, so looking at these two things that I commented on, I'm going to say, yes, I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%. Therefore, yes, I do believe it has BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA, a boudoir low click advertiser, with BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, your boudoir Facebook ads are have a unique CTRL under 6%, and you're taking a look at the marketplace. Well, I under spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you're taking a look at the marketplace, seeing You know, it's become more and more saturated with more and more boudoir photographers day after day. Seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they throw up their Google My Business profile saying they got, they're now a boudoir photographer. And anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom group saying that they're now a boudoir photographer and offering sessions. So you see it's getting more and more competitive. And you're also seeing, more inflation, is cost of living going up. And so you've been optimizing other parts of the business, pulling more profit out of same effort or, same inputs. And you're actually increasing, you know, you're already doing that other parts of the business and you decided you now want to do it with your Facebook ad portion of the business because you've seen that Boudoir Pico can save, on average, eliminate 5K a month in wasted spend. And actually, you can, you can keep, you can pocket that approximately 5K a month and no longer wasted spend. That'd be like 60K over the next year, over the next 12 months. And you can actually, so that's an outcome you want. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads and become a dominant Boudoir advertiser and achieve Boudoir brand entry boost. Because you need that on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM and, well, when my new patient intake's open, shoot me a DM. My DMs are closed right now, but shoot me a DM when my new patient intake is open, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.